time. She ran 10 miles every Saturday. And so when she started this, she saw just an amazing transformation and started to see her abs that she had not seen in over 30 years. So amazing story. And then we have Lauren as an apprentice coach, and this is going to be her first round. And we also have Lindsay, who I didn't put on her, but she will be an apprentice coach as well. So I look forward to you guys meeting all of those awesome ladies as our journey goes. Okay. Let's move on to the next slide. And our group requirements. I do want to put this up front. You guys all joined this program for a reason, and I know that you want that accountability just like all of us do. So as a group requirement, we graciously want to ask you to please post daily under the challenge thread. Every day of this 21 days, you're going to have a challenge. It's going to say day 1, day 2, day 3. And I want you to, underneath that thread, post. You don't have to post a picture. You don't have to post a video. Although we'd like to see your face, you don't have to. But we definitely want you to say, doing good today. Missed my workout today. Need to get better at this. I'm doing great at this. Here's a recipe that I used today that I love. Just any little thing to know that, to let us know, let us coaches know what you're doing from day to day, so we know that you're engaged and plugged in. So we're not going to private message you and hound you. Where are you? Are you doing okay? I'm worried about you. We just need to know that you're engaged, and even if you fall off for a day, that's okay. Keep yourself accountable. Come back on. We need you every Friday to send us your measurements, your pics, or your scale picture. At least your measurements and your scale, and you can do pics the first before as for sure, and then at the third week, but you should really do them every week so you can see that progression. It needs to be in by 10 a.m. on Friday, and if you can't get it done on Friday, you know you can't, go ahead and do it Thursday. Get it out of the way. You have it done. You have it into your coach, so she doesn't have to be like, hey, where are your measurements? This is another way for you to stay engaged, another way for you to stay accountable to your successes. When you see those scales and you see those successes, it's going to push you forward to make you better. Okay? So, as your coach, I do also want to say we are going to give you every single thing that we have. I miss saying that, but we are going to give it your all, our all to you. And so we want you to know that we're here for you and that we want you to succeed. That's our biggest hope. Our biggest joy is your success. So, yay, you got your challenge pack. Or maybe you didn't get yours yet. That's okay. When you see those containers, you pull them out of the box. If you're like me, I looked at those containers and was like, seriously? This is all I get? I'm going to starve to death. I'm going to starve. But trust me, you won't. So, this is your fruits. This is going to be your carbohydrates. You get 2 of these a day. It's a quarter cup. Seriously, it's a lot more than it looks like. A full cup of fruits, you get 3 of these a day if you're on the smallest scale. And on the largest scale, you get a lot more than that. Like my husband would get a lot more. So you have your cheeses, you have your vegetables, and you get a lot. You get a lot of food. So don't think you're going to starve to death, because you won't. For me personally, I find it hard now to get all my boxes in every day and eat everything. Make sure you're spreading those meals out, eat those snacks, and so I want to talk a little bit about nutrition. So figure out your calorie count. Everybody got a book, and here is going to be your little 21-day fix Bible. So go buy it, use it. Page 4 is going to be how you figure out your calories. The little purple box, you need to make sure you go to page 4 and you figure out your calories, and that's going to give you how many calories, is going to give you how many boxes you get per day. All right? Now your food list. You're going to look at your food list on each one of these pages. A lot of people don't know this, but your food list is graduated. The foods at the top are the ones that you're going to eat the most of. As you go down your food list, you're going to eat less and less of those. Okay? If you're still hungry at the end of the day, some people are, eat veggies like cucumbers, anything that's heavy in water, your cucumbers, your zucchini, things like that. Those are going to make you feel satiated and give you that feeling of fullness. But I guarantee if you eat right and you eat graduated on this list, you will not be hungry. For your red box, you get, like for egg whites, if you can't put them all in the box, but for one red box, you get 8 egg whites, or 2 eggs, or 1 egg and 4 egg whites. So that is a huge amount in just one box. And for the smallest portion, you get 4 red boxes. So 4 times 8, that's a lot of egg whites, a lot. So just a little bit on that. No-nos, a lot of questions people have about little things like, can I eat PB2 because it's healthier for you, right? Because it has not as much fat as like peanut butter. Well, Autumn has a whole video on PB2 and protein bars and milk and almond milk. And pretty much if it's not on the list, don't eat it. So just for these next 3 weeks, I want you guys to zero in, dial in that nutrition, and make sure you're eating just what's on those lists. Trust me. I've seen it happen with all of my challengers, with myself as well. It works. You work this program, it will work for you. So no PB2, no protein bars, no extra milk, no almond milk inside of your Shakeology. Also, I just want you to know that these next 3 weeks, you make these small sacrifices, it's going to be huge for you. So dial in that nutrition. You can do it. Let's talk a little bit about drinks. I like my coffee. You probably like your coffee too, or whether it be tea. Okay, so I personally cannot drink it black. I don't know. I just have a mental aversion, I guess. So in the extreme, she answered this question that she did not answer in the original. So I'm going to give you the answer here because I researched it. You can have a tablespoon of milk with stevia for your coffee. That's what you should use for your flavor. None of the coffee mates, none of the flavored creamers, none of that. 1 tablespoon. And trust me, your taste buds will adapt and you'll be okay. I want you to make sure also that you're getting in that water. Water is vital here. If you are not seeing results, you can look back and say, did I get that water in? Did I get those 8 cups? And if you drink a cup of coffee, you need to add another cup or 2 of water to your daily water intake. I know it's hard to go to the bathroom, especially you people who work. So if you have a break, you need to make sure that you are drinking that water about 45 minutes before your break time, before your lunch time, so that you can go potty. It takes you about 30 to 45 minutes to cycle that water, so you can get it where you're drinking your water and you're working too. So let's talk a little bit about Shakeology. When you get your package, or if you haven't started your Shakeology first, let me just let you know, the first week, some people don't have any issue. I didn't have any issue. I actually was the first protein shake that I could ever take that didn't make my tummy hurt. But that's not everybody. It might take you a week to adjust. It might take you a week to detox your body. It's not some kind of like diet shake. What it is fully optimal health shake. So you are getting all of your vitamins, your digestive enzymes, your probiotics. It's got all of these good things, the super fruits. So if you're not used to eating fruits and vegetables, your body's going to be like, whoa, what are you doing? I'm not liking this. I'm used to my sugar and my carbs. So it might take you a little bit to detox. That's okay. Give it a week, 2 max. You should be feeling on top of the world after that. You should also notice within the first week or 2, within the first 3 days, I noticed better digestion. I was like, whoa, I feel great. Increased energy, decreased cravings. Like even the first week, I was like, I don't really need coffee. I like it because it's a habit and I like holding my warm cup, but it's definitely not a need anymore because I have plenty of energy. Although Shakeology has no caffeine, so it's not about that. It's about fueling your body. Also, if you're noticing cravings and it's in the afternoon and you're like, okay, I want you to think back. Probably didn't drink your Shakeology. If you drink your Shakeology, it will help you fight those cravings. You'll notice a humongous difference in your cravings after you drink Shakeology. So a Shakeology is 1 red box. So you'll still have 3 red boxes, 3 proteins after your Shakeology to drink. So I am going to give this on over to Claire, who is another coach on our team. She is from New Orleans, and she's going to take over and tell us a little bit about meal planning and how to prepare those meals to be successful. Okay.
Okay, so this picture that you're seeing, I think Autumn shared, and this was one of her challengers that prepped all the meals for her entire week. Now, I don't know if that fits your schedule. For me, I have a 30-minute lunch break at work, so I have to prepare all my meals on Sunday, or else it just isn't realistic, and that's when I'm more likely to slip up. Also, I have a few stay-at-home moms who I've talked to on this in this group, and their struggle is more, well, finding time to cook during the day and also being around the snacks that their kids eat. The cookies, the gummies, all those snacks. So my biggest thing that I've tried to tell them and that has worked is prepare all your snacks in little Ziploc bags, containers, whatever works for you, and have them ready to grab whenever you start, being tempted to eat what your kids are eating. So that's one of my tips. And then also I would say to be successful with meal planning, set aside a few hours on your weekend, or if you work the weekends, on one day during the week to prepare however much you can. If you want to prepare, so I read something, I did some research, and it said meat is good for up to 3 days in the fridge. And then, or you could do vegetables, which are good up for a week. So you can prepare your vegetables for the week, or you could just prepare Ziploc bags, which I know some people do, to throw it all in the crock pot for the day. But just prepare all your foods, invest in Ziploc bags. I know we found Target and Walmart have the color-coded Ziploc bags that go along with our containers. So you could do that, or just regular Ziploc containers. Measure out your food with the containers and then just store it in a regular Ziploc container so you don't have to come home and wash these every day. Another thing I read online was meal planning can also save you up to $75 a week. I know we have at least, I work with 4 or 5 people that eat out every day for lunch. And so as I watch them, I just think, how much money are they really spending every day? At least $10 a day for the meal. So I would say, just really think about that. Whenever you go to the grocery, make your list, be prepared for the week so you don't slip up, not only for your nutrition reasons, but for your wallet. It's really expensive. So that's just one thing I would highly suggest, is just to think about your money. You're saving a lot too. Now, what other thing I wanted to say? Okay, and also cook large batches if possible. If you're okay with eating something twice, try and cook a larger batch, and then you could just save it for the next day. But one thing I really, really suggest is to keep your meals interesting. You don't want to get bored. You want to, and if you're a Pinterest fan, I love Pinterest. They have so many recipes. The book that we get has so many recipes. So just look into that, do some research. We'll share some on our page, and just try and keep it interesting, because if not, you are more likely to slip up. And regarding the sweets, I have recently found that if you try some Greek yogurt, it kind of helps with that craving, because I'm a sweets fan. So just prepare I can't do plain Greek yogurt. I know 2 other people in this group that cannot do plain Greek yogurt. So we'll share some tips for that too. And those are easy to prep. You just grab them and they're ready to go. So, and then the only other thing I would say is, like Jen said, just do it for 3 weeks. Just try it, and it will,
come here, buddy.
And it will come so much easier the second week also. I had one girl that just struggled the first time she meal prepped, and the second week she was like, this is so much easier. It's really not that bad. So you'll get used to it. Just set aside one day this week to prep all the food you can, or cut and chop, so you'll be ready to cook it, whatever it takes, but just takes time.
Where do y'all get the containers?
They come with the package, the program.
No, the containers to meal prep, like in the picture.
Oh, I just grab regular Ziploc containers. They do have some that have sections if you don't want your food to touch, but I just grab regular, and I take the portion size cups, and then I just put it into the thing. But if you like your food separated, they do have, I'll send a few links of the ones they have that can separate it.
Yeah, please.
Thank you, Claire. That was so informative. Okay. So next we're going to be tracking every bite with Angel. So welcome her, another one of your coaches who's going to be invaluable to you as you go through this next 21 days.
Hi.